This seems as good a place as any to make camp. Secluded. Good. Don't want any visitors.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp. It's no watered avian suite, but I'll manage.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp. And rest. Might as well adapt to the daywalker's ways.
Rest, read, make love, drink wine. Not that we have every option available to us here, mind.
Never mind. Let's settle in, shall we?
Besides, looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. Pleasure, madam.
Is it indeed? We'll see.
How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Back off, fiend!
As its influence wanes, your assailants lower their weapons, blinking in confusion.
Simpletons. The beast was half dead and they still bowed to its whims. It wasn't enough to save them, now I have to have emotions about it. Traveling with you is going to be exhausting.
Ah, there you are. How did you enjoy my dear stew this evening? It's an old family recipe. Curious time to be dieting, especially with a chef like myself around.
You bastard! Give it back! I thought you were going to help! I thought...
I'm not sure what we expected, really. It was never going to be happy ever after with a hag involved. Oh, yes! Did you see her face? Amazing.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
That tadpole wasted no time in abandoning its host. Not sentimental creatures, clearly. Indeed. Once mine's out, I'm going to drop it in a lit brazier and watch it sizzle.
So, we're blessed true souls, just like their ex-brother, who, by a remarkable coincidence, also had a mind flayer worm in his skull. I don't know. I could get used to lesser souls worshipping me. I knew these true souls were powerful, but that powerful? You've just seen the power they command, and your first thought is, better make sure I'm never that strong. You are a strange one.
Bad form, isn't it? Grave robbing. Judging by these undead guardians, the architects of this crypt certainly thought so. Because my mother raised a gentleman.
Sorry bones guarding dusty trinkets. Pathetic. They're unthinking cadavers. I may as well feel sorry for a breadbasket.
The corpses are better fighters than many who draw breath in this world. Curious. No more tiring than your gripes, I assure you.
You like to make an entrance, don't you? So much for finding a safe haven.
There's no point surviving these worms if we end up in a goblin stew. Let's just go. Something tells me I'll be whispering, "I told you so," to your corpse.
Pitiful punch. A wonder it connected. Let us move quickly and find this Zoru. He will point us to a creche. You would dare waste our time. We seek Zoru by condition of our partnership. Deviation means your death. By either the tadpole's doing, or by mine.
Gone. By the gods, Korga, what have you done?
They killed a child for that. Let's get in and out of this place before any vipers decide to bare their fangs at us. Do you truly think I'm that callous? A young life snuffed out isn't easily shrugged off.
So, the druids are in casually killing children territory, and you just watched it all. Didn't say a word. I see. Good to know where you stand on knaves and miscreants.
Bringing back slain foes as your lackeys. Clever. Don't tempt me. I could grow my own companions. Please, if they weren't on their feet, they'd just be worm food. Everything has a purpose.
Spores that can raise the dead. These myconids certainly are fascinating creatures. Nobody's perfect.
So, here we are, surrounded by filth. Tell me you had a plan beyond put us in danger? Unbelievable. Let's just get this over with. A low profile? I'm twice as tall as these runts.
Fools, oblivious to their quarry standing right before them. We've little cause for concern here. Plunder, bloodlust, hunger. Doesn't matter so long as they don't catch us.
Well, well. We're popular. Maybe they want to finish what they started. Let's not stop to ask.
Remind me not to rely on the hospitality of druids in the future. You'd think those who love nature would also love peace. A poor assumption on my part. I can, especially if they bear arms against me. I hope they rot in their holy ground.
Those druids were hypocrites all. They first offer shelter, then summon the storm. Yes, they bared their fangs, then cried foul when we refused to grovel. The so-called benevolent preach peace only when they gain nothing from its breaking. How quick they are to abandon their ideals when their comforts are threatened.
When we set out on this little adventure, I never imagined I'd watch you slaughter an ancient order of druids. It's a lot of bloodshed. I'm almost impressed. Depends on the corpses, darling.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. Here.
Amazing. She actually believed we'd take the poison. Really? Really? Well, your funeral. Well said. Let's drop that vial down the next well we find.
To hell's with it.
Well, this has been an interesting lesson. First, I learn that there's a druid lost out there that can save us. And then I learn you're an idiot. The next time someone asks you if you have a mind flayer tadpole in your skull, consider lying.
You're not traveling with an idiot, Astarion. It's never easy to learn the truth can be an enemy.
Gods above. We're doomed.
Must we stoop to tell every roadside cur of what we're about? Only the poor ones. Which will be most, I'm assuming.
A vampire in our midst, on top of everything. I really would cherish a little boredom right now. Oh, really? So last night you were just biding your time? Remind me to not rely on you for decisive action.
A vampire. Not unexpected. None that travels the plains is without secrets. We are liars all. In what we reveal, or in what we withhold. The answer to that question, first and utmost. Though let it be said, while I've a penchant for tongue stew, my appetite for blood is metaphorical. Usually.
Not every day one discovers one's traveling companion is a vampire. Wit like fangs, that much I know he has. Actual ones I did not suspect. We all have our eccentricities. Ours are just more eccentric than most.
As a matter of fact, you should feel lucky to be traveling with men of taste.
Stay. I can stay.
She needs sleep, and she needs to be closely guarded.
My head's been in a fog for days. This morning, it cleared away. I'm not much for bowing and scraping, but thank you. I'm sure you have questions. Beyond Shadowheart, there's not much to say. I was on my way to Baldur's Gate when that ship appeared. I think you know the rest. A haunting pack of voices almost drove me to murder you, and my name is strange? Apparently so. They weren't inclined to explain why, just to drive me half berserk. And trust me, I'd love an explanation, but I promise any future murderous intentions will be thoroughly justified. You have nothing to fear from me, so long as the feeling's mutual. Remarkably calm for a woman I plan to run through. I can appreciate that.
Here it comes, you little beast!
Arca's thirst for revenge has been sated, and the goblin welcomed death with open arms. All's well with the world, one might argue. And yet, there's something unsettling about witnessing an execution, no? You imply a weakness. I say a critical mind is one of our greatest strengths.
I didn't take these refugees for killers. Maybe I've misjudged them. They're still going to die, but at least they're willing to fight. Oh, sweetie, you can't murder vermin. The goblin was just put out of our misery. That's all.
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own, Priestess Gut.
A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we? Goblins aren't exactly renowned healers, but we can't afford to ignore any options. Perhaps this gut creature stole something that could be useful. A scroll, a potion, a cranial extractor.
Forget this goblin priestess. She will not know about purification. Of the few things I've found to admire in you, I admire your trust in me most of all.
A useful goblin. Sounds too good to be true. Turning into a mind flayer is bad, but you'll be just as dead roasting on a goblin's spit. Don't let fear cloud your judgment. That's what alcohol is for.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, that was unnecessary. Were you jealous of them or something?
Well, what did you make of that? You know, some call the moment of climax a little death. Our friends here just experienced the bigger version. Oh, I've seen worse. Gnomes can be...
Vicious. And I can't blame them. I'd have done the same if you'd interrupted me in that position. I know this look. You might yet earn an invitation to my bunk. Time will tell.
Speaking truthfully, I'm a little surprised you chose to shield Astarion. How adorable. Such camaraderie at such a bargain rate. You're as loyal as a pup, and twice as pretty.
A sage choice. Astarion's skills serve us well. A pity I won't get to see him dragged off by his heels, though.
I'm standing right here, you know.
How thoroughly invigorating it is to stand by one's friend in the face of danger. Even if that friend is an egomaniacal vampire with the moral longevity of a mayfly.
Who needs morals when you have good hair?
Touché. Never! What harm did the wolves ever do?
Is anyone else feeling parched all of a sudden? I'll help you remember.